On August 22nd, cosmetics brand Sekisei posted on the official X, formerly Twitter, the latest key image of the Moisture Protect Serum base Sekisei Miyabi, and it made a splash. The key visual of Yuzuru Hanyu and the video made by Hiro Atajiri are great. Figure skater Yuzuru Hanyu appeared in the last key video. Hiro Atajiri, a popular hairdresser and makeup artist, wore makeup with impressive cold eyes. Photos detailing the worldview of Sekisei Miyabi from fingertips to hair tips with the strongest tag. Overwhelming beauty blowing away heat, am I looking at a mirage? This mysterious beauty that you can't imagine. Many enthusiastic comments were received. Some comments focused on the two spectacular moles on Mr. Hanyu's cheek, such as, "Thank you for not erasing Hanyu's 2 stars." The costumes were designed by Kazuhiro Sadashi, the costume designer who also worked on Rurouni Kenshin. The simply yet gorgeous Japanese-style costumes also draw attention with comments, such as "Looks like Hanyu is playing both Orihime and Hikobashi." The same account also posted a video of the creation of the key visual, in which Mr. Hanyu smoothly poses and spins in a jump while flapping his sleeves. Voices of joy while filming the video, such as "I applauded when Hanyu jumped up." Brian recently became a private specialist and started a new chapter, no longer part of the team of the Toronto Cricket Club, where for many years he accompanied the career of Yuzuru Hanyu and other figure skaters. Ghislain is currently collaborating with Stéphane Lambiel in Switzerland. This interview was taken this summer in Champéry. During the conversation, Ghislain noted that the health of young athletes is of great value, and injury prevention should be the #1 priority for all coaches. He touched upon the development of quad jumps among juniors, and the reasons for his agreement with the increase in age limits. Ghislain also explained that bringing humor and fun into practice and tournaments is important to the competitive atmosphere. "As you said, you are now in a position to choose where you work, and you have become one of the most elite jumping coaches in the sport. How did you achieve this?" Brian: "It's very easy." Yuzuru Hanyu grins and spreads his arms. "I worked for 5 years with Elvis Stochko, and I think it all started from there. I had a good relationship with Elvis. We had a good job at the Olympics, where he took 2nd place. I have learned a lot. That's when I divided my work. I realized that I was better at improving my jumping technique than doing everything at once. I can teach spins, steps, I can teach everything, but I really love jumping. And as a skater I was a good jumper and I love this part of the sport." You have now been in the coaching industry for 30 years. What are the highlights of your career? Yuzuru's Olympic victories. Brian: "I shouldn't even say it, but I've been coaching for 40+ years. Yes, all the world championships where the skaters I've worked with have won are special. Obviously the moment that opened all the doors for me was the kiss cry with Yuzuru from Pyeongchang when he won the Olympics. It was great. But it's also a huge win for me that some of my athletes got into Harvard. I try to be down to earth. It's easy to say I have a world champion, I have an Olympic champion. But in reality there is much more to life. Some figure skaters have been accepted to Harvard. That is, they worked hard. Some parents even told me that the discipline I gave their children helped them in the future. But having world champions and Olympic champions is always nice, like a cherry on a cake. Yuzuru is not only an important skater for you, but also an important person. Tell us more about this." Brian: "We have a great coach-athlete relationship, but it's much more than that. Even before the pandemic, we constantly communicated via video link. Worked online. But what's really special is that he put me first. He wasn't afraid to say I want Brian here, I want Brian, I want Ghislain there, to make sure that happens and so on. That's why he became special. Each skater is different, but working as a team I have always respected the fact that Brian is the head coach. I never wanted this position. But at some point, the skater wants a little more from you, and because of this, there may be conflicts. But Yuzuru always made me stand out, and that made him special. He always remembers my birthday, even now he always texts me on my birthday and congratulates me." Obviously you are still in touch, are you still working with him? Brian: "No, I didn't work with him from the Beijing Olympics. But he doesn't need it. He works really hard on his professional career and he's doing amazing. But he knows that if he needs something, if he needs a fresh look. I sent him a message a couple of weeks ago saying that I won't be going to Kinoshita Academy for about a year, so if you need me, The schedule will be a bit more flexible, and I want to spend time at home. He knows that if he needs me, he can write to me, and we will work together. Did you work with him on the quad axle? Brian. Of course. Yes. What did you think were the chances that Yuzuru would land him in Beijing? Brian. People say it's Yuzuru Hanyu, he could do it. But I don't believe in miracles. I like to have a good success rate, successful landings, and even Yuzuru knows this. Even Yuzuru, as an athlete, works in such a way that the success rate is high. But you know, he's great in competition. He wants to win, so anything could happen. I would say if the Olympics were 6 months later, he would have done it. I can say that a few weeks, a month and a half before Beijing, we were very close. Unfortunately, his ankle injury slowed things down. If Yuzuru had been younger and without injury, he would have been the first person to land a quad axle. I'm pretty sure. Hanyu has another top secret. There were talks about holding an ice show from September to October this year. The venue was planned to be Tokyo, Miyagi, Aomori, etc. Around the spring of this year, many participants must have heard about it. In that case, it's almost September, so why not announce it? In fact, this ice show has ceased to exist. What's happening? One of the reasons is that compared to when he competed as an athlete, the number of fans has decreased. When he turned pro last July, the fans who considered figure skating a sport left him. And with this marriage, the people who promoted Hanyu as an idol are also in a state of losing Yuzu. The ice show has become an illusion, but even that is a source of inspiration. After Mr. Hanyu turned pro, he competed almost non-stop. In the midst of that, he took a step forward in his new life, and there must have been a change in his state of mind. I think figure skating also expand your range of expression. Instead of doing a show right after the wedding, you can take the time to reflect on new emotions and show an evolved view of the world.
"花になれる」